Hey everybody, Jimmy here. Welcome back to the channel. So it's Monday and I'm starting the week off green, so I'm pretty excited about that. I want to dive into a trade today and show you my $11,000 position that I took on MCHP, which is Micron Chip Technology. And I want to talk about why I entered where I did, why I exited where I did, and also show you one mistake that I made at the exit, which was kind of a foul up with how I placed the order. I also want to dive into a little more talk about whole and half dollar psychological support and resistance. I've talked about this in one of my previous videos. You can check that out. We talked about how significant it can be in slowing a stock up, but also speeding a stock up once it breaks through that level. So you always have to be aware of the whole and half dollars because humans are involved in the market. We like even, clean numbers, and that definitely shows in the market. So we'll dive a little bit into that today. And then finally, I want to talk about why I saw value in this trade on MCHP today. I ended up taking it based on the daily chart, and there was a pocket that I saw where there wasn't a lot of resistance and there wasn't a lot of support. It was sort of a free moving pocket that I thought we could get through. So without support hanging up this stock, I thought we could take it short for a certain dollar amount. And I'll go over that with you and show you exactly what I saw. Other than that, I didn't see a whole lot today. I did see some stocks that were moving around, gapping above and below significant pivots, but none of them seemed to really set up for me to take an entry on a faster time frame. So with that, why don't we jump in? Okay, I've got a chart up on Microchip Technology, and this is a 5-minute chart. And I just wanted to go ahead and show you real quick what I had done today. And so what I saw MCHP doing that made me interested, and actually, you know what, let's just jump to the daily. Let's do it the right way here. So if I zoom out on the daily chart, you can kind of see this price action, how things have been moving around. And then you can see that even back here, back in 2018, you can see a bounce down here, a slight hang up right there. Then it cleared out and came back down, touched these two levels multiple times, then left for a while, came back up, kissed that once, left again, came back, interacted a little more, popped back above, came down, touched here, came back and touched here, broke through and bounced, came all the way back out, then came back down and touched again and bounced. And then if I zoom in, you can see that today, and let me turn my trades off for a quick second so you can see this. Today we had this gap down. So this range right here of all the bounces I've seen, that's where I was watching to see what was going to happen. I knew if we got below that range, below these two lines, if we could clear them, there wasn't a lot of hang up or support below them. So if I back this out a little bit, let's go like 4 years, and let me zoom out a little and see what we can see. So if it cleared that level, I really didn't see any support or any hang-ups until maybe we got down, I don't know, closer to the $75 level. So let me just draw a little line here at 75 roughly. So I knew that this pocket was a potential pocket for profit. I knew that if we could get below this range and I could find a nice entry on a faster time frame, that I could hold this short position and try to get down closer to 75. So with that, I'll flip back over to the 5-minute chart, and what I saw here was a push down and a bounce. And then we came back down again and we bounced. So at that point I said, this $79.56 level is significant for some reason, and it's kind of bouncing around and liking that level as support. So when I decided to place an order, I didn't want to place it at 76.54 or 55, just below the low, because, and we're going to get into this talk about whole and half dollar support and resistance, I didn't want to get triggered in at 55 and then immediately hit the half dollar and bounce. So I said, this is my approach for this trade. My plan is, my idea is, If this stock breaks the half dollar, I'll take it short. And I'll take it short into this pocket right in here. So I went ahead and placed my order. I got it written up, figured out exactly what my risk was going to be. I knew where I wanted to enter and where I wanted to exit, and then I just placed the order and left it alone, and I got triggered in. So I set it at 79.49, so I got short right here at 49, and then you can see, and then what I'll say is I placed my stop loss above 80. So 80 was the whole dollar, and if you look at the daily chart, sometimes the daily chart can give you nice stop loss areas. So the low of this candle right here and right here I was interested in. This one was, let's see, low of 83.06. Oh, and then this one here. This candle right here, low was $80.03. It touched right there. So I knew once we got below this line, if we pulled back up into it, it would give some overhead resistance, and this candle, this touch right here, that would also add a little overhead resistance. So I went ahead and placed my stop at $80.01. And that is the reason why I did that, just because of those two factors. So what happened was it bounced back up, sort of ran around here, and then we worked our way back down lower, and we got to where I broke 1R, and I took half my position off, and then went to place my stop loss at break even, and somehow I ended up placing an order to exit my position about another nickel lower than where I had exited my initial half. And so my whole position was taken off. So I completely closed my position at a little over 1R, which was not what I had intended. I wanted to take half at 1R and move my stop and then let this continue to drift down. And as you can see, it got to 78.73, and I exited at 78.94, and which is very unfortunate because it had more room to move. So it was this candle pushing down right here is where I exited my half, and then I was trying to move my stop, and somehow I triggered an order and ended up closing my whole position. So I got out with a little over 1R, and then I got kind of weird about trying to jump back in. I just said, you know what, it's late in the day, I have profit, I'm happy with it, things are good, it was a great trade, I'm going to move on. So that was my trade for today. $11,000 position. I bought 138 shares at $79.49, so $11,000 on this trade, and then wrote it down for a little over 52 cents, 54, 55 cents. So a nice little over 1R profit. But that's all I saw today. That was basically kind of all I got out of it, and I just wanted to check. Make sure there's nothing else I wanted to mention to you guys. Oh, I did want to say I am on StockTwits now, and I have been, but I haven't used my account in a while, and now I'm active there. So if you guys want to check me out on StockTwits, anytime I'm jumping into or out of a position, I'm go ahead and I'll throw that on StockTwits and let you know where I'm short, where I covered, where I'm long, just so we can interact that way as well. And if you have any questions, you can also ask questions through StockTwits. So that might be another way to interact a little bit. So anyway, hope you guys had a green day. Happy Monday. We'll be back at it again Tuesday morning, and I will see you then. Thanks for stopping by.